DMV practice test. Test 2. Question 13. Following closely behind another vehicle, tailgating. Option A. Increases fuel efficiency. Option B. It is a common cause of rear-end collisions. Option C. It helps keep traffic moving. The correct answer is, it is a common cause of rear-end collisions. Explanation. Tailgating reduces the reaction time available to both drivers, increases the risk of accidents, and can lead to dangerous situations on the road. Maintaining a safe following distance is essential for road safety. It does not increase fuel efficiency, and it is not a safe practice to help keep traffic moving. Test 2. Question 14. If a pedestrian is in a crosswalk in the middle of a block. Option A. The pedestrian has the right of way. Option B. The pedestrian must yield the right of way. Option C. Vehicles have the right of way, but drivers must legally care for pedestrian safety. The correct answer is, the pedestrian has the right of way. Explanation. If a pedestrian is in a crosswalk, whether it's at an intersection or in the middle of a block, they generally have the right of way. Drivers are required to yield to pedestrians in crosswalks and exercise caution to ensure the safety of pedestrians. Drivers need to be aware of and respect pedestrian rights to promote safety on the road. Test 2. Question 15. When passing another vehicle, it is safe to return to your lane if you. Option A. Cannot see the vehicle directly to your right. Option B. See the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. Option C. Have passed the other vehicle's front bumper. The correct answer is, see the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. Explanation. When passing another vehicle, it is safe to return to your lane once you can see the headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. This ensures that you have enough space and have safely overtaken the other vehicle before moving back into your lane. Always make sure it is clear and safe to return to your lane before doing so. Test 2. Question 16. Before getting out of your parked vehicle on the traffic side of the street, you should. Option A. Give an arm signal that you are exceeding your vehicle. Option B. Turn on your left turn signal. Option C. Look for passing vehicles, bicyclists, and motorcyclists. The correct answer is, look for passing vehicles, bicyclists, and motorcyclists. Explanation. Before getting out of your parked vehicle on the traffic side of the street, it's crucial to check for passing vehicles, bicyclists, and motorcyclists to ensure it is safe to open the door and exit. This helps prevent accidents and ensures your safety and the safety of others on the road. It is a good practice to be aware of your surroundings before opening the door into traffic. Test 2. Question 17. If there are two solid yellow lines in the center of the roadway, you. Option A. May cross the lanes to turn left into a private driveway. Option B. Are on a two-lane one-way street. Option C. Should treat the lanes as solid wall and not cross for any reason. The correct answer is, should treat the lanes as solid wall and not cross for any reason. Explanation. When there are two solid yellow lines in the center of the roadway, it indicates that passing is not allowed in either direction. Drivers should treat these lines as a solid wall and should not cross them for any reason. Crossing such lines is generally prohibited, and doing so can result in traffic violations and compromise safety on the road. Test 2. Question 18. If you have a collision, the law requires you to exchange your driver's license information with. Option A. Witnesses. Option B. Others involved in the collision. Option C. Security guards. The correct answer is, others involved in the collision. Explanation. If you have a collision, the law typically requires you to exchange driver's license information, insurance information, and vehicle registration details with the other parties involved in the collision. This helps in the proper documentation and resolution of the incident. While witnesses may be important, the immediate exchange of information is typically required between the drivers directly involved in the collision. Test 2. Question 19. Parking is never permitted. Option A. In a crosshatched, diagonal, painted space. Option B. 20 feet from a railroad track. Option C. In a bicycle lane, unless otherwise posted. The correct answer is in a crosshatched, diagonal, painted space. Explanation. Crosshatched areas are reserved for specific purposes like emergency access or pedestrian walkways. Parking in these spaces is strictly prohibited to maintain safety and accessibility. Test 2. Question 20. You should stop before crossing railroad tracks. Option A. Even when the railroad tracks are out of service. Option B. Anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it. Option C. If your vehicle has 3 or more axles. The correct answer is anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it. Explanation. Stopping before crossing railroad tracks is a crucial safety measure. Trains can approach quickly and may not always be easily visible or audible. It is important to be cautious and follow proper procedures to ensure your safety and the safety of others on the road. Test 2. Question 21. You are required to wear your safety belt in a moving vehicle. Option A. Unless the vehicle was manufactured before 1975. Option B. Unless you are riding in the back of a pickup/camper. Option C. And failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. The correct answer is and failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. Explanation. Wearing a safety belt in a moving vehicle is typically a legal requirement, and failure to comply may result in a traffic ticket. It is essential to follow seatbelt laws for your safety and to comply with traffic regulations. Test 2. Question 22. You are driving in the far right lane of a 4-lane freeway and notice thick, broken white lines on the left side of your lane. You are driving in Option A. the carpool lane and must merge into the next lane. Option B. a special lane for slow-moving vehicles. Option C. an exit lane. The correct answer is an exit lane. Explanation. If you are driving in the far right lane of a 4-lane freeway and notice thick broken white lines on the left side of your lane, you are most likely driving in an exit lane. These thick broken white lines are often used to indicate that the lane is an exit lane, and vehicles in this lane should be preparing to exit the freeway. Be sure to follow the road signs and markings to safely navigate the exit if that's your intended route. Test 2. Question 23. Your wheels should be pointed straight ahead unless you are Option A. waiting to make a left turn at the traffic light. Option B. parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Option C. parked on the side of level roadway and there is no curb. The correct answer is parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Explanation. When parked on a hill or sloping driveway, it is advisable to turn your wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling in case the brakes fail. The direction in which you should turn the wheels depends on whether you are facing uphill or downhill. Test 2. Question 24. Which of these statements is true about child passengers? Option A. Children 1 year or older and over 20 pounds should ride in the front seat. Option B. Children under age 1 should not ride in the front seat in airbag-equipped vehicles. Option C. The front seat is generally the safest place in the vehicle for children 6 years of age and older. The correct answer is children under age 1 should not ride in the front seat in airbag-equipped vehicles. Explanation. To minimize the risk of injury to young passengers, it is recommended that children under the age of 1 ride in a rear-facing car seat in the back seat of the vehicle. Rear-facing car seats provide optimal protection for infants in the event of a crash, as they distribute the forces of a collision across the child's entire body and provide support for their head and neck, which are particularly vulnerable areas.